Good afternoon. Welcome to the Thurston County Board of County Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. Our first board meeting of 2021. My name is Ty Menser. I am Vice Chair of the board, in charge for today while we work on new offices for 2021. Calling the meeting to order, we're going to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Commissioner Edwards. And let me just tick through who's online. We've got our brand new Commissioner, District 1, Carolina Mejia, and Commissioner Gary Edwards from District 2. We have our County Manager, Ramiro Chavez, our Assistant County Manager, Robin Campbell. There are some other folks off screen. Clerk of the Board, Amy Davis.
Yep, it's right here. Thank you.
Not on my screen, but I believe she's there. I heard her voice. And that's where I will lay it out for today. For the record, I think we have some staff and some citizens that may be intending to provide public testimony. And I want to just let folks know that we're still under a modified version of the state's governor's orders regarding public meetings. And the current order does not allow for public open boardroom. So you can follow this meeting on our YouTube channel. It's easy to do on the internet if you have access. There is a phone-in option as well. It's not on my agenda. Ramiro, is that something you can?
Yes, that is a 360-252-9020, and the PIN number is 1234.
Okay, that is an option for board meetings as well, and we expect some additional guidance later this month. With that, I will ask Commissioner Edwards to lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Looking for a approval of a motion regarding today's agenda for January 5th.
Yes, I would move for an approval of the Tuesday, January 5th, 2021 agenda.
I second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Agenda approved. Is there a motion regarding board meeting minutes from December 15th and 18th?
Yes, I would move for an approval of the board meeting minutes from December 15th, 2020 and December 18th, 2020.
I will second that since Commissioner Mejia was not present. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion, or any comment regarding these meeting minutes as proposed?
No, sir.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I assume Commissioner Mejia abstains. She's nodded. So it's 2-0, that motion carries. We have a board meeting minutes from those two dates. It's now time for the opportunity for the public to address the board. As a preliminary note, the Board of County Commissioners welcomes comments from the public at all of our formal board meetings on Tuesday afternoons. However, there are some guidelines governing such comments to ensure they are appropriate and do not take advantage of the fact that most meetings are televised. The general speaking guidelines include, as you are called on, and this will be either by phone or by Zoom in this case, please introduce yourself, including the area of the county in which you reside. Address the board, not the audience or staff. Silence your cell phones. We will not respond. The county manager may follow up on an as-needed basis with specific items, either at, later today or at a subsequent meeting. Speakers are limited to a total of 3 minutes to address the board. You may not donate your time to someone else. It's 3 minutes per speaker. We reserve the right to restrict the person's opportunity to address the board for good cause. No comments that are lewd, offensive, inflammatory, hateful, defamatory, or discriminatory in nature. Please be respectful. No outbursts of any kind, whether you're in person or virtual on the phone. No comments that are commercial in nature, such as promotion of a for-profit business. And understand that all materials provided to the county are considered public records, may be considered public records subject to public release upon request pursuant to the Public Records Act, Chapter 4256 of the RCW. And finally, remarks are discouraged about pending land use permits or any other matter that could eventually come before the Board of County Commissioners on appeal. We do have certain types of matters that we sit in a quasi-judicial role. So with that, I will ask the county manager to call on members. I don't have a list that I've been provided, as might happen in the boardroom. So I'll let the county manager direct the.
Yep. Let me go to, on the Zoom screen that I have in front of me. First, I have Ms. Christina Janes. Do you please unmute yourself, reveal on your camera? You have 3 minutes.
All right, I think you've stopped my video. It's not allowing my video, but good afternoon. My name's Christina Janis. I'm a local realtor. I'm also living and residing in District 3. I just want to introduce myself to you all, that I will be the acting 2021 Government Affairs Director for Thurston County Realtors Association. So figured I'd jump on your first call and introduce myself. So thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Next, I have on the screen is Mr. Tony Wilson. Please unmute yourself, reveal your video. You have 3 minutes.
That would be me. My name is Tony Wilson. I live just south of the airport in the unincorporated Thurston County off Armstrong and 88th. And I specifically wanted to come to this meeting. I haven't been to one of these in Zoom at all, so I quit going to meetings in March. But I wanted to congratulate the new commissioner on election. Just some comments. You know, my family's been in this country since the 1700s, and I can track them back through the gravestones in Georgia, where I've been. I can't imagine what it's like to leave home, country, culture, all of that, go to a foreign place and succeed. And I think you're just a remarkable human being, and I'm happy to see you in an administrative role with this county. So welcome. The other thing that occurred to me that I wanted to mention, and hopefully I can get this done in a minute or less. This just occurred to me this morning because I sat into that meeting as well. And there's discussion about Case Road being flooded. And I have family in Little Rock, or near Little Rock. Case Road is our back road from where we live to where they live, and it's been flooded for a while now. And we talked to my stepson who lives down there about that. And his opinion is, and it's an opinion that's held in that part of the county, that somebody's rerouted the creek on the back of their property and caused Case Road flooding to be worse than it needs to be and more frequent. It's what he told me, I'm not going to repeat here. You can put a drone in the air and go take some pictures and see where it is. But it's a property that's come up here before in discussions in the county commission about what's permitted on private land within a society as ours is a rural one. So I would encourage you to take a look at that, find out what's going on with that creek, or have staff do it, obviously. Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak to you. I appreciate it. And again, Carolina, I'm really happy to see you here. The glass ceilings are shattering. Right. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, sir. So let me go to the conference call. Good afternoon for those members of the public who have joined us via conference call. If you'd like to provide public testimony this afternoon to the Board of County Commissioners, please unmute yourself, state your name, where you reside in the county. You have 3 minutes. None, sir.
Okay, that concludes public comment, and thank you to those that called in to participate. Next, we have county manager's update.
I don't have any pending items to follow up, Commissioner. Thank you.
Okay. I'll say preliminarily, we have an abbreviated agenda today, so that's by design following the holiday. The next item, number 3, relates to 2021 election of officers for Board of County Commissioners, Board of Health, and Transportation Benefit District. I'll turn to the county manager.
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner. Every year, the Board of County Commissioners go through assignments, and assignments were the different chairs for the Board of County Commissioners, Board of Health, as well as the Transportation Benefit District, where you had this conversation this morning. It was a proposal provided to you. You had a discussion, and you tentatively agreed on what you see today on the 3 motions for your consideration. The first motion is the chairmanship and the vice chair for the Board of County Commissioners. The second motion is the chairmanship and vice chair for the Board of Health. And the third is the president and vice president for the Transportation Benefit District. If you consider these assignments and approving them, that will take you through the whole calendar year of 2021. And you will revisit those assignments next January, in fact. Have any questions?
So I assume we'll do these in 3 separate steps.
Yes, please. Individual motions.
Okay. Is there a motion? Is there a first motion for item 3A?
Yes, the first motion I would make, and maybe prior to making that, I'd make sure that the public knows if they want to see any further discussion on this, they can always tune in to our YouTube. Guess my mic wasn't on there. So I would like to point out that if the public is interested in any other discussion we had about this particular topic, they could view our 10 o'clock meeting, our 9 o'clock meeting this morning on agenda setting. Anyway, my first motion, I would move to confirm Commissioner Menser as chair and Commissioner Edwards as vice chair for the 2021 Board of County Commissioners.
I second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, and those assignments are confirmed. Is there a second motion?
Yes, my second motion would be to move to confirm Commissioner Menser as chair and Commissioner Maja as vice chair for the 2021 Board of Health.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded to confirm Commissioner Menser as chair and Commissioner Mejia as vice chair for the Board of Health. Any further discussion on this item? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, that
And
motion carries.
that third motion would be move to confirm Commissioner Maya as president and Commissioner Edwards as vice president for the 2021 Transportation Benefit District.
I second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
No, sir.
All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries, and those assignments are confirmed. That takes us to 3B, which incorporates a number of pieces. It's the 2021 Commissioner Representation and Assignments on boards, commissions, councils, and committees. And I believe there are 42 slots that were allocated. I'll turn it to the county manager to frame this piece.
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner Menser, for the public's benefit. In addition to your daily role, in this case as chair, vice chair, and commissioners, the main 3 boards that you conduct, there are many other boards and commissions that you represent the county. You represent the county's interest, and as you stated, Commissioner Menser, there's close to 41. If the public like to see the proposed assignments, they can tune in, as Commissioner Edwards stated, on the YouTube meeting of this morning, where I went through all the many different assignments, and also the board members exercised some suggestions on the draft presentation of this morning. Also, after your confirmation this afternoon, we will place this on the county's website for the public to access so they can see how many boards and commissions you represent. Also, we made an attempt. The assignments to the boards and commissions is equally divided between the three of you. So I think you have a lot of work in addition to the normal business that you conduct on a daily basis.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Yes, I would move to confirm the 2021 Board of County Commissioners representation and assignments to boards, commissions, councils, and committees.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comment or discussion?
No, sir.
I would just make the comment for folks that we've kept things quite stable over the 2 years that I've been on the board, but when the chair shifts, there's a lot of shuffle because certain assignments come with the chair. So there will be shuffling this year of assignments. So if you're curious, do take a look at that. I will be not on certain boards that I've been on and absorbing new ones. So it'll be a good new set of challenges for 2021, I think, for all of us. And yeah, looking forward to that. So move the seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those assignments are confirmed. And we only have one other substantive matter that we decided this morning we wanted to address today due to time sensitivity. And that's a public works item regarding a public hearing for a resolution to amend the 2021 to 2026 Transportation Improvement Program. I'll leave it to the county manager to explain what we're doing here.
Yeah, for your consideration, this item from Public Works is for you to set a public hearing for an amendment to the Transportation Improvement Program. That will be from 2021 to 2026. Matt Unselman from Public Works is here to give you additional detail related to this item.
Good afternoon,
Welcome,
commissioners. Does my video look really weird?
You look kind of scary.
So, I think you have you have a background that is taking over your face.
It's like you're a Raiders fan and you're on your way to a game.
I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the video off for this. Public Works is requesting that the Board of County Commissioners set a public hearing to consider a resolution to amend the 2021 to 2026 Transportation Improvement Program, also known as the TIP. The board formally adopted the TIP in December of 2020. Thurston County has applied for funding and is being considered for a grant from the Rural Arterial Program through the County Road Administration Board, also known as CRAB, for a portion of 183rd Avenue extending from US 12 to Sargent Road Southwest. The Board of County Commissioners approved this grant application in October of 2020. The project includes safety improvements and shoulder widening between US 12 and Sargent Road. To be eligible for this grant, CRAB requires that the specific segment of a corridor being identified as a phase of a project to be included in the TIP. So when the board approved the TIP in December of 2020, Public Works listed the corridor improvement on 183rd as extending from US 12 all the way down to Old Highway 99, which is about 5 miles long. And what often Public Works has to do is break these longer corridor projects into smaller, more feasible projects that we can apply for funding for. So in this case, we specifically applied for improvements on 183rd from US 12 to Sargent Road. And so what we need to simply do with a TIP amendment, which requires a public hearing in the majority of the Board of County Commissioners, is we need to refine the description of the project for the 183rd to include a phase 1, which will extend from 183rd, or excuse me, which will be on 183rd from US 12 to Sargent Road. Yeah, I'm going to give up on my video. Is there any-
Questions for Matt about this item? Commissioner Edwards.
I thought the county manager was going to say something. No.
No, after the commissioners.
I guess I just wanted to point out that I think this is a very important piece of road work down there for those folks. And that was why I asked if the board wouldn't accept this today rather than next week to try and expedite the process and make sure we don't miss out on that funding that's available right now. Thank you.
Commissioner Mejia, anything?
I have no comment. Thank you.
Matt, a couple of points I wanted to emphasize from this morning. Just giving folks a sense of the cost of these projects. I mean, 2.2 million in the grant, and then there's going to be a match, and then that's only going to fund some part of this 5-mile project. What is the cost? Do you have that handy? Like what we were estimating for the entirety of the project?
The entirety of the project would be in excess of $6 million. So we're doing 1.75 miles of road for, we're getting $2.2 million from the County Road Administration Board, and we also have a 10% match on top of that as well.
Perfect. Just answered my next 2 questions. And then just to clarify, as I did this morning, we're not losing the rest of this project. It's just something that we'll seek funding for down the road. Is that correct?
Exactly. So the idea is we get this portion constructed, and then we'll start working on getting funding for the next portion.
Okay, very good. Is there a motion?
Yes, sir.
Could I provide a,
County manager.
Sorry. Yes, County Manager.
just a point of clarification on Matt's presentation. He stated that after the public hearing, the majority of the board made enact on this amendment. As a point of clarification, it requires a unanimous vote in any amendment related to the TIP. So that's a point of clarification.
Nuance. Interesting. Thank you.
Okay. I would move to waive the 20-day public comment period and set a public hearing for January 19th, 2021 at 3 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter may be heard in room 280, building 1 of the county courthouse, 2000 Lake Ridge Drive, Southwest, Olympia, Washington, to formally receive testimony and consider a resolution to amend the 2021-2026 Transportation Improvement Program to amend the project description of the 183rd Avenue Southwest to US 12 to Old Highway 99 project, and waive the 20-day public notice requirement for public hearings pursuant to resolution number 10102.
I second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 That motion carries, and we have that set for January 19th at 3 p.m. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you for your support.
Okay, that wraps up the very brief agenda for today. We have next, we have an opportunity for commissioners to report either on board work sessions, assigned committee meetings, community actions, whatever the commissioners might want to report to the public on. I'll start with Commissioner Mejia, who's had all of 24 hours to commission.
I have no reports at this time. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, Commissioner Edwards. Commissioner Edwards? do you have
Yes.
a report?
I guess first of all, I'd welcome Commissioner Mejia to her new position here and look forward to working with her. So I'll just, I'll point out to the public that today we took a few votes and they were all unanimous. So we can always hope to accomplish that, isn't that right? So we have differing opinions and such, but cordial is the word of the day, I believe, when we're doing business here at the county courthouse. And I appreciate that fact with my seatmates. I would like just to take a minute that my phone's ringing off the hook. And I guess I'll point out that I do have a listed phone number. It's been listed for the public to call me at home for the last 40 years. And I just think I ought to be available because I'm in the public employ here as their representative. And the biggest thing that's been coming in is on the COVID and on two topics on this virus, and that is the school issue. And it sounds like we're gonna get new direction on the school issue coming up here in the next few days, I believe. But we do have a Board of Health meeting coming up next week that will be a little more detailed on that particular topic. And the second thing is this whole restaurant problem on closing the restaurants down. And I have to say, I think we can only be closed down so much. I personally feel that the government can tell you to close your restaurant if that need be, but I think under our state constitution, there's a requirement that any time the government does damage or reduces your ability to pay that or to have income coming in, I think you need to be compensated. And so I think we're at our wits' end. I won't even say all the things I hear from the public out there that they want to do this or want to do that, but there are a lot of people upset, and I hope we can reach some kind of a solution to this particular problem, because I don't think we're ready to create a debtor's prison and revert back to a couple hundred years ago. And I don't think any of these businesses are gonna pay their $50,000 and $60,000 and $70,000 fines. And so let's not kid ourselves. Let's come to a compromise and see if we can't come up with a good solution here to deal with this, because too many businesses are going out of business. And that's the report I had from my phone ringing at home quite a bit. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. I had the opportunity yesterday to attend a couple of meetings that were of interest. One was the State Association of Counties presented on the new Federal Relief Act and how it applies to local government. It's not quite as broad and flexible, but there is funding for targeted public health related purposes that hopefully will assist the county as we try to navigate through 2021 and getting around the corner, or as the county manager likes to say, around the block. We turned the corner, but we got to get all the way around the block. And there's going to be some challenges between here and there. Also attended the opioid task force. And one kind of cool thing that happened yesterday, I just wanted to report on, was that there's a lot of exciting criminal, I think folks know my interest in criminal justice as a former defense attorney and public defender. And I meet with the criminal justice stakeholders monthly. And I had a meeting with the prosecutor and public defense yesterday. And over Christmas, somebody gave me a gift of a book, which it's about criminal justice reform at the local, kind of showing what can be done at the local prosecutor's level. Really interesting. And I flew through that book and wrote a lot of things down. And I was really excited to talk to our prosecutor about it and see if he knew about it. And as I started to mention it, he picked it up and held it up, and he knew it very well. And our public defense director had read it as well. They were way ahead of me. And they're working on prosecutor's office working on a kind of a strategic plan. And he's looking at some of the ideas that are laid out there. So anyway, it was kind of a cool moment where I was really excited to see that we're on the same page, I think, in Thurston County, and trying to think really creatively about how to, be as efficient and effective with our justice system as possible. So we have a lot of irons in the fire for 2021. So that's something to look forward to for me. And with that, I will turn to the county manager for a review of the commissioner's schedule for the upcoming week.
Thank you, Commissioner. Hopefully I can do this quick. Since at 2:30, the governor has a press conference where I believe he's going to be revealing a new reopening plan. So that will be an interesting press conference to listen. So let me walk you through your combined schedule for the upcoming week. Is where at least 2 commissioners will be present. You may have individual appointments on your individual calendars, and those will not be part of my report. Moving to tomorrow, Wednesday, January 6th, you have nothing on your combined schedule. On Thursday, January 7th, you will have a presentation from the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife related to a land acquisition. At 10 in the morning, you have a commissioner's check-in, and I will be posting an agenda 24 hours in advance. 1 in the afternoon, you have your regular Superior Court update. And at 3:30 in the afternoon, you have asked to participate on a Zoom, a virtual event, to say goodbye to Judge Hirsch. She has retired. Nothing on your combined schedule on Friday, January the 8th. And moving on to Monday, January 11th, the only appointment you have is at 4 in the afternoon. You have been invited to participate on the swearing ceremony on the new Superior Court judge replacing Judge Hirsch, which is newly elected Judge Sharonda Amanillo. So you will be able to participate on that. On Tuesday, January 12th, you have your regular 9 o'clock agenda setting. And then you'll move into the afternoon, your Board of County Commissioners. You have the Board of Health at 3 in the afternoon. And then also, you have a 3 o'clock public hearing and a 3:30 Board of Health on Tuesday, January the 12th. Thank you.
Thank you. And I guess now that I am formally the chair of the board, I need to clarify for myself, when we adjourn a Board of County Commissioners meeting, do we need a formal motion to do that? Ramiro, you know?
No, you just adjourn at this point.
That's what I thought. There's one where we do it that way and one where we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, I think there's no other items from commissioners. I will adjourn today's Board of County Commissioners meeting. Thank you very much. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.